Okay, let's look at the infinitive of purpose with in order and for. The infinitive of purpose. The infinitive, to plus the verb, to do, to go, to be, responds to the question why. Why did you go to the supermarket? I went to the supermarket because I wanted to buy some bread. I went to the supermarket in order to buy some bread. I went to the supermarket to buy some bread. For also responds to why, but with an object, not another verb. I went to the supermarket for some bread. Bread is an object. Incorrect. I went to the supermarket to buy some bread. No, that's incorrect. Also incorrect. I went to the supermarket for buying some bread. Okay, for with an object, to with the verb. Can expresses ability. I can play the guitar means I am able to play the guitar. Can expresses also possibility. I have some money. I can buy a book. In other words, I have the possibility of buying a book. I am free tomorrow. We can meet at 9. Okay, this doesn't mean that we are able to meet. We can. We have the possibility at 9. In the question form, can is like a request. Can I see you for a few minutes? In the negative form, can has 3 forms. We cannot come, we cannot come, and we can't come. Okay, the pronunciation of this word is very different from British to American English. I say can't, but British have a longer sound. We can't come. We can't do it. They can to speak English? No. Can is a modal. We do not use to after modals. He can speaks English. Can is a modal. We don't conjugate the verb after. We only use the infinitive. We use shall I to offer to do something. It is similar to can. It is like a request. Shall I close the door means I will close the door for you. I shall close the door. We use shall we to suggest to do something together. Shall we watch it tonight? I want to watch it together with you. Shall we watch it? A few is used to modify a countable noun. It means a small number of something. Can I see you for a few minutes? In other words, can I see you for a small number of minutes? A few minutes. So few is countable. If you have the link, you can do the exercises. Let's look at should. I, you, he, she, it, we, they should go. Should is followed by the simple form of a verb without to. Should is a modal, so it has all of the rules of the modal. Incorrect, he should to go. No. He should goes. No. Only the infinitive, the simple form of the verb without to. The negative is formed by just putting not after the auxiliary. You should not leave your grammar book at home. You need it in class. You shouldn't leave your grammar book at home. The contraction is made with should and not, and you can say shouldn't. So this is the form of should. Now let's look at the program future with present progressive tense. I'm sitting at my desk now. The action, sit, is in progress now. We're meeting again next week. Meeting, the action of meet, is programmed for next week. You see, I must say next week. In order to use the present progressive tense for a programmed future action or situation, you must use a reference of time for the future. Examples of references of future time: tomorrow, tomorrow morning, tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening, tomorrow night, next, next week, next month, next year, next weekend, next spring, next Monday, next month, April, in a minute or 5 minutes, an hour or 3 hours, a day or 3 days, weeks, months, and years. Okay, so we use in a minute, in 5 minutes. So use that with weeks, months, and years, also minutes. Have got is used for obligation. I have got to go means I've got to go. I have to go. I must go. This is obligation. He has got to go. We change the third person. S. He has got to go. He has got to go. He's got to go. That's contracted. He has to go. In this case, there is no contraction. He has to go. He must go. All of these examples are have, got, must for obligation. Should is used for advice. I'm tired. I should sleep. In other words, this is a good idea. This is good advice. I should sleep. You're sick. You should see a doctor. I want to give you some advice. So we use should for very neutral advice. Now, using let's. Let's do something together. I want to do something together. Let's is the short form, the contracted form of let us. Allow us. We want to do it together. Let's watch TV. I want to watch TV with you. Do you want to watch TV together? Let's watch TV. Now you can do exercise 4. To modifies and comes before an adjective in the sentence. It has a negative sense. I am too tired. In other words, I'm too tired to do something. I am sufficiently tired. I'm very tired. To is negative. Intentional future with going to. Okay, we saw a lot of sentences. I am going to try. I have the intention to try. In other words, this is the future with an intention. She is going to drive to work this morning. She has the intention to drive to work this morning. In other words, she will drive, but she has the intention. They are going to finish early. They have the intention to finish early. They want to finish early. They will finish early, maybe. Let's look at the forms. The positive form, we use going to, together, like a block. I am, he, she, it, is, you, we, are, they, we, you, we, they, are. So I'm going to with the verb, he, she, it is going to with the verb, you, we, they are going to with the verb. It's very important. Don't forget that this is the auxiliary for the modal going to. You change the auxiliary. You don't change going to. In the negative form, I am not going to plus a verb. He, she, it is not going to plus a verb. You, we, they are not going to plus the verb. So Remember again, we have the auxiliary to be before not and going to. There are various ways that you can contract this. I'm not, he's not, you're not, okay, or he isn't, you aren't. You can't contract am with not, but you can with is and are. Let's look at the question form. Am I going to plus the verb? Is he, she, it going to plus the verb? Are you, we, they going to plus the verb? Now, in the case of a question word, you will use the question word first. This is the typical quasi. We have the question word, we have the auxiliary am, we have the subject, he, she, it, and then we have the verb. In this case, it's going to plus the verb. But the order is this. We are not going to talk about the program. In other words, it's our intention not to talk about the program. This is in the future. We're not going to talk about the program. Are they going to sing in the concert? Are they going to sing? This is in the future. Are they going to sing? When is he going to buy a new car? Going to, when is he going to buy a new car? When does he have the intention to buy a new car? And when are you going to answer those letters? Okay, when are you going to answer those letters? Okay,